Hi everyone, my name is Andreas and welcome to Small Step Success. Today we're gonna talk about how to escape the Matrix. But first of all, what is the Matrix? Is it being stuck in your 9-to-5 job, hooked on watching the TV, scrolling your phone and being just a good slave in some global elite's master plan for control? That is the Matrix. But it's not the Matrix that I'm talking about today. Because there is another matrix that is 100 times more important to know about. And not many are aware of it because it is a lot harder to see. And that is because it doesn't exist where your eyes or ears can spot it, because it's not outside of you. It's inside of you. What does it mean to be in a matrix? So I haven't looked at the official term myself, but for me, it means to be unconscious. If you're in a matrix, that means that you're living your life unconsciously in a way that is not for your highest good, and you might not even be aware that it's happening. You are not aware that it's happening. So wait, what does it mean to live your life in a way that is not for your highest good? Ask yourself, what are the things going on in your life that is negative for you, that you seem to have no control over? So it might be that you have low self-esteem, lack of self-love, negative habits like overthinking, insecurity, people-pleasing, procrastination, addictions, perfectionism, and seeing yourself as a victim, to name just a few of all the potential things that it could be. All of those negative things that are going on within you are because you are stuck in your own internal matrix. And it is the internal matrix that gives power to the external one. So how can you tell if you've been living your life unconsciously or not? How can you tell if you're in the matrix? It's super easy to know. If you live unconsciously, you are stuck in a negative unconscious space that makes you create a life that is not as good as you know it could be, and that you deep down wished that it would be. You wish for more in your life, you are not satisfied. Could your relationships be better? If they could be, it's because you are unconsciously making them not as good as they could be. Do you not feel fulfillment and joy over where you are and where you are going? If that's the case, it's because unconscious confusion has been leading you on a path not for your highest good. Are you not the person you want to be? And do you not have the things that you want to have? Then that is because of unconscious creation. What I'm trying to say here is that your natural state as a human without unconscious confusion is to align yourself with a path that is the highest for you. Living in an unconscious space within yourself leads you to create a life for yourself that is not as good as it could be. So the unconscious mind, your internal matrix, is a survival mechanism that is designed to keep you safe and away from pain. So how does it do it? It creates negative things going on within your personality so that you have the perception that you are safe. Now, unfortunately, it is these negative things like not speaking up, working way too much, not being able to open yourself up to others, and sticking with the familiar, to name just a few things, that sabotage your success and ability to be a conscious person, exit the matrix, and live the life you want to live. The problem is that your unconscious mind is not working for your highest good, only for your short-term survival. Now, the problem with all of this is that if you develop, let's say, a negative trait of people-pleasing, it will serve as a survival mechanism when, let's say, you are near a parent in your younger years that doesn't listen to you or validate what you feel and only sees their own perspective. Because you feel unloved and abandoned as they project their own insecurities and shortcomings on you when you express what you really feel. The unconscious mind is a good thing. It protects you when you don't know what to do and can't handle a situation. But that same survival mechanism will remain 20 years later. You will continue to people please your entire life and not stand up for yourself. and not believe in yourself if you don't address the cause of the people pleasing. And the truth is that you don't need your parents' approval and love anymore to be safe. You're not in the same environment anymore, but your brain believes that you are. Your mind still acts the same, even if the environment is not the same as when it first developed. There are two very important things to understand to get how all of this works. To be in a matrix, whether it is the one that is inside of you or outside of you, you must first demand the matrix and need the matrix. A matrix can't exist without you first craving it. And that is because the matrix serves as a distraction for you to mask something uncomfortable happening within you. The unconscious mind operates by giving power to the matrix through your limiting beliefs about yourself. And it does it so that you're constantly distracted by the matrix in an attempt to mask the pain of the heavy things that are stored within yourself from the experiences of your past that you never learned to process and deal with, such as the parents' example I just mentioned. People pleasing is a distraction, part of the matrix, that you're always heavily engaged in, because beneath it, under the surface, you feel, let's say, a heavy emotion of not being loved, of not feeling like you belong. A negative trait or a negative thing you do, like being caught up way too much in your job, for example, more than you should be, is because it serves as a distraction to keep you occupied from something that is uncomfortable within you. You might crave the people-pleasing personality so much in this case, or let's say always be in a state of overthinking that many have, because without those things, the emotions of the things that you never learned to process in your past starts to slowly come back up to the surface. Because the thing is that they never went away when you created a matrix for yourself to be occupied in. They were just suppressed down under the surface. You just learned to become unconscious of them over time as you adopted negative parts of your personality to always suppress its presence. If you don't engage in the matrix, you slowly become conscious of the present moment and what is happening inside of you, which is the opposite of what the unconscious mind wants you to do, or what the matrix wants you to do. Because that is when you start the process of healing your past and getting rid of the need for the matrix. The matrix has no power over you. It has the exact amount of power that you give to it. Whether it is the internal matrix or the external matrix outside of you, like the news that is designed to keep you hooked and afraid, or the 9-to-5 job that you settle with despite that it makes you feel depressed. It is all because you crave it so desperately to never have to face what is happening within you. Ultimately, anything you do that is negative for your higher good stems from being disconnected from self-love and self-worth and your higher self. Because when that connection to yourself is strong, on the other hand, you don't need the matrix to create a false perception that you have those things, or to distract from the fact that you don't believe that you have those things. Your natural state as a human, without the unconscious confusion, is a connection to your higher self. A connection to deep sense of self-worth and self-love, without all of these stories and beliefs that we created. And when that is how you are operating, you know what to do to get your life on track, to find fulfillment and peace and the things that you want. Because all of the confusing things that were going on inside of you before, like insecurity, inability to connect with others, no confidence, the addictions that you have and so on, they start to leave as you stop feeding the matrix and start processing the cause of them actually happening. And when that happens, you slowly start to believe and crave that your life should be better because you deserve it. and are made for it, and you know you can do it. So it all comes down to your energy as a person, your emotional state, your self-love, and your self-worth. That is what is going to decide if you crave the matrix or if you can let it go. It is the energy of who we are as a person that influences us to become who we are, for better or worse. But where is the connection here? So we know that if you are in the matrix, you are stuck in personality traits that are negative for your higher good, like procrastination, addictions, and not believing in yourself and settling for less, as an example. We take on these matrix qualities in our personality and get stuck with them because we unconsciously believe that without them, we can't exist. We need them desperately to survive. We need to be in the matrix to survive. Now, this is of course not true. It is just what we have come to believe on a deep level. And this is really big in starting to understand exactly how the matrix works. So your energy or vibration as a person can be either high or low. And if it is low, that means that your self-worth is low and your self-love is low. How does this affect you? So as a human, you can either be in progression or regression, as Carl Jung called it. So Carl Jung is one of the founders of modern psychology. And the way that I would explain that is that there are two states that you can be in as a person. So the first is progression, which just means that you are in a high vibration. You have a high sense of self-love and self-worth that influence you to be brave, speak your truth, be your authentic and real self, stand up for yourself and what you believe in, and go after what you want, and you never settle for less. You create the most amazing relationships and leave the ones that are any less with a smile on your face. And you do it because you love yourself too much to settle for anything less. Because you know you deserve all of this. And anything less than this amazing life will be painful as a result. Because it is painful to settle for less at this point. Just like it was painful to get more than you believed you were worthy of before. Which is why you stayed in your comfort zone as you were in regression. The thing is that we will always align and create our life based on how much we believe that we are worthy of. Because our beliefs form the state of our vibration, which drives our personality. And our personality is what manifests our reality. So when you are in progression, which is the positive state, it is painful to stay in your comfort zone because it is below what you believe you should have. So leaving it and creating the life that you want to have becomes natural, and you know how to do it. And it all happens as you start to believe that you're worthy of so much more. You create a better reality for yourself because your personality changes. And the steps to getting there are almost effortless at this point because you have already done the hard work of aligning your vibration. You now are the person that create this better life that you want to live. Once you match the vibration of how you feel about yourself to what you want, you will get it. There can be no other way. So regression is when you are hurt by the stories and beliefs of your past. That makes you question your self-love and self-worth, which leads you to adjust in many different negative ways to distract from the pain of believing that you are not worthy and loved. And you might do it by staying in bad relationships, settling for a job that you don't like. Maybe you can't say no because you believe you're not worthy of saying no to others. You don't believe in yourself. You stay in your comfort zone and you're afraid of so many things. This is when you enter the matrix. And when you are stuck in the matrix, Because the matrix helps you to distract you from the pain of the low energy and vibration that you're experiencing within yourself. All of the low emotions that you have conditioned into your energy, all the shame, fear, guilt and so on, that happened over the years, over your lifetime that you picked up. You need the matrix and the negative things that are happening in your life so much because it aligns with how you feel about yourself. It aligns with your vibration. It is actually painful to get more than you believe that you are worthy of. You want to stay in the matrix, in your comfort zone, because you need it so desperately to not have to become conscious of the pain of your low vibration. This is why change is hard, and why you continue to be the person that you are with the same problems, because you sabotage your chances of going further by engaging yourself in all of your matrix qualities. In some negative way by how you think, how you act, how you behave, react and take action. They are at this point automatic in a way so that you remain stuck in your current experience of life, where you deep down believe that you belong. If you're lost in the matrix inside of yourself, that means that you are an easy target for the matrix outside of yourself. There is nothing outside of you that has real control over you. It only has the amount of control that you give to it through the power of your beliefs. If you want to exit the matrix, you must do the thing that you never did. Stop using the matrix. But what does that mean? And how can you do it? If you want to learn more about how to exit the matrix and change your personality so that you can manifest the life that you want, check out my free 30-minute subconscious success course on my website, and I'll show you how. That's gonna wrap it up for this podcast or video, wherever you are watching or listening to it. I hope you got something out of it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.